Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. We are in part 2 of making this light whole wheat. Wait a minute, what is it? What am I making? Hold on. Oh my God. The light whole wheat sourdough English muffins. Man, I was losing it. As you can see, I'm going to tilt you down so you can see everything that I'm doing this time, okay? As you can see, it's risen. What we're going to do, you do not have to heat this up. Take it from the refrigerator. 1 cup of milk. The one thing you're going to have to do is melt 3 tablespoons of butter. As you can see, I've done a lot. And you're going to need 2 teaspoons of, where did I put that spoon? There it is. 2 teaspoons of salt. I have to tell you, of all the English muffins I've had, and believe you me, I have had a ton of different ones. I've had Thomas's, I've had other ones that people have made and said, this is my recipe, and they have gone, and I have tried them all. And I'm going to tell you, the one that stands out is sourdough English muffins. They are I have not found anything to beat this. This is like the top of it. Let me see if I need anything else. All right, you're gonna need some cookie sheets, baking sheets. You're gonna have to grease them and sprinkle cornmeal on them. The cornmeal that you're putting on is going to be a base to keep it slightly up off the pan, so when it bakes, it doesn't burn on the bottom. All right, now that's why you have to do it. Now we're going to add another 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour, and the rest will be all purpose. Let's see if I even have 1/2 cup here. Yeah, that's all about 1/2 cup. Okay. I'm going to stir this in. And you notice, though the sourdough has a slight dry top, we don't even worry about it. We stir it right back in, because it doesn't matter. Though you say, but, no, it'll all go back in, and you won't even know it's there when you go to eat. Because the batter's already damp, so when you turn it back in, it gets soft again. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, 2 things. Remember when I said I was going to have strawberry syrup? Somebody had asked me, was it as good or better than the regular maple syrup? My answer is yes. My son's answers were, yay! Absolutely. Okay, so it's evident my family and I like it. It's very good. If you like to have like a fruit flavor with your pancakes, believe you me, this is really, really nice. You will not be sorry. You don't always have to have it any other way, but my family enjoyed it very, very much. Matter of fact, they said, can I have more syrup? They kept on asking for more syrup for pancakes. They were very, very happy with it. And now to number 2. I said I was going to try to make a whole wheat sourdough. Well, I got it up, and then I killed it. So we're going to scratch that. I'm going to find another recipe. Believe you me, I got enough cookbooks with everything. I'll just find another recipe and do it, but I killed that one. I'm reading one now that says takes 15 days. And the thing is this one doesn't seem to have to go in the refrigerator. They're talking about leaving it out on the counter in a jar. But anyway, I'm going to read some more up on it before I attempt that again. But I hope your sourdoughs went. Now, some sourdoughs, when you do them, don't be surprised if they take 15 days, because when I went and made my sourdough culture, it took me 15 days because of the weather and stuff. And did I fail the first time I did it? Of course I did. It took 3-4 times before I got it down, but I got it down. I'm still going to try a whole wheat one though. I still want to try that and see how that one goes. Now we're going to add another cup of flour to this. Let's see, I've done it. 1, 2, 3. This is number 4. Now, if you're unaccustomed to working with sourdoughs, I'm going to strongly recommend that when you're done with the bowl, get hot water in it, because the flour and water has been rising in here, and this gets hard on the side, and you have to soak it to get it free. Putting in a 1/2 cup. They want all total on this is 6.5 cups. Yes, 6.5 cups of flour. So if I lose count, at least I'll know. I don't have to worry because I know what dough looks like and how to work with it. But letting you know, it's 6 cups for this recipe. And remember, for those risers, we've already used 2 cups. Now you see how it's pulling? Now it's getting ready to come out of the bowl. Put 1 cup on your work area. And remember, work area, when you hear that, it could be your table, it could be a special board, it could be your counter, but wherever you're going to work, they're going to call that your work area. And that's about a cup. And I always make a bed because this is going to stick to the counter some, and you don't want the whole thing sticking on the counter trying to pull it up. As you can see, it's tacky. It holds together enough that you can get it out. Now, some people say you have to knead your bread 7 minutes. Did you notice how I was beating that dough and stuff in the bowl? That's also doing the same thing. That's why you always don't see me always kneading 7 minutes. Because that helps to make the bread light. It's also beating it with that spoon when it's still in a form that you can deal with. I think the next English muffins I'll make is going to be a cinnamon raisin with sourdough, and see how that one comes out. You know, if you love to cook, with all the cookbooks and stuff that are out, you could learn so much and make so many dishes. Jane Fonda seemed to not like being a woman. She said not only was it to burn the bras, it was also to get the heck out of the kitchen. So it's evident she wasn't a good cook and she didn't like learning. I'm going to be kneading this for a bit. I don't think you want to watch me do that. But like I said, you fold this over, make a quarter turn, press down and away, and that's how you knead. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to divide this dough in half. Well, come close to it. The biggest cutter I have is 3 1/4 inches, though they want a 4-inch. Well, I'm not going to get a 4-inch. Now we're going to roll this out till it's about a 1/2 inch. Well, they say a 1/2 inch, but you know. Isn't that easy? You're going to cut out your English muffins. Don't have them touching. They cannot touch when you put them on your baking sheet or your cookie sheet, whichever one you're doing, because they're going to rise. You don't want them touching. Work your dough, the half that you're working with. We're going to roll it back out about a 1/2 inch. Roll it back into a ball, and you're going to do it again. Take the other half, work that little bit in with it, and we'll get ready to do another batch. 2, 4, 6, 7. We'll get 6, 7. I might have to get another cookie sheet out and grease. Because this is a yeast, even if it is a sourdough culture, it's using yeast. You notice I didn't have to take my cutter and dip it in flour. Don't be surprised as you do them, they start rising, because that's exactly what they're going to do. I think I'm going to have to get another cookie sheet. Or maybe I can squeeze one in. I'll start maneuvering everything to get another one in there. Oh, I've got to find looking for a tiny one. No reason to waste this. Just make a tiny one. No join the big boys. Let me see where I can do this. Let's move these over this way. Okay. Now we have to set these. Hey, gads and holes running around here. Now these are going to rise. Hold on a minute. Okay, they're going to take about three hours to puff up before we bake them. So I'll see you then. Okay, it's time for you to set your oven at 450 degrees. Now, if you have an oven that's not working and you have a grill, you're going to have to do it a little different. And this is how you will do it on a grill. On a large electric grill, preheat it to 400. After 2 minutes, when the bottoms are brown, reduce the heat to 325. Turn the muffins and cook 8 minutes on the other side. Then turn again and cook another 6 minutes. All right, but I'm not doing it on a grill. I want to bake mine. So mine is, you bake at a preheated oven at 450 degrees for 8 minutes. Turn them over and bake an additional 8 minutes and transfer them to a rack to cool. So there are the two different ways you're going to be doing it. I'll be back. Okay, it's time to put them in the oven. Here's how they look right now. And we'll put them in, we'll see how they go. Now we are going to time this 8 minutes. And I will see you in 8 minutes, and then we will turn them over and cook them another 8. Okay, it's 8 minutes. Now we're going to be turning them over. And we're going to put these back in the oven for another 8 minutes, and then it'll be done. And I'll see you then. Okay, they're done. And here they are. Let me get my second batch on. So you can see them, and here they are. Now they have to cool, because bread if you cut it while it's hot, you're going to find out that it goes back to dough. So these can't even be tested. I'm going to tell you right now, they're good. They put every other English muffin out there to shame. I've had Thomas's, I've had people's other recipes and everything else, but this sourdough to make English muffins, be it cinnamon raisin, light wheat, or regular, is the top. Thomas's is at the bottom of the list. I hate to say that. If you go to make things homemade, realize they're not going to be like the store, because yours doesn't have preservatives and other things in it, and you're not trying to skimp on your family, because their whole job is to make something as cheap as they can, make a profit, and they don't care about anything else. Money cannot give you your health. Never will. Somebody in the kitchen who knows how to maneuver, gets all they can out of the food for their family, they'll have their health for a much longer time than most people. And remember, at one time people lived 800-900 years. They were a lot taller. They have skeletons they have found that are over 10 feet tall. So it's evident we were much taller than what we are. And they lived longer. And we're living shorter. They say, oh, we're living longer now because we're not dying at 20 and 30. But there was a time we were living much longer, hundreds of years, and now we've dropped down, and now we're trying to go back up. But if you're not healthy, you're going to be sick. You won't see it. I wonder how many young people today will make it to see my age. And I'm 71. And my friends are even older than I am. I'm like a young one. And to be that old and not on medicine, hey, that states a lot. What am I going to do with this? I'm going to put this in my compost. It'll go out in my yard. And of course, the animals are going to enjoy everything I try to grow, because they're going to eat every seed they can get. And as soon as it comes up out of the ground, they're going to eat it, and I work diligently. I think I'm feeding them more than I am myself when it comes to my yard. Anyway, that's how you make sourdough, light whole wheat sourdough. That's a long title for something. Light wheat sourdough English muffins. Listen, have a great day. Okay? Bye-bye.